Hello everybody. I wanted to do a quick review on this particular tool chest here, which is again another Harbor Freight item. Now don't get me wrong, you know, this tool chest I believe was $3.99 plus tax out the door. You know, I have about a $4,500 Snap-on cabinet. And I mean to tell you, this thing I'm really impressed with. I didn't have space to bring my Snap-on cabinet over here, which is chock full of all kinds of automotive type tools, even though I'm not in that industry anymore. It's been about 18 years ago. But for the money, you cannot go wrong with this particular U.S. General cabinet. Now they have two styles of these. They have a wider bottom cab that has a bunch of, you know, top cabs, side cabs, all things you can add on it. And I really did want one of those, primarily for the work surface that would be on top of it, but I just simply do not have the space to put it. So I elected to go this route because it has a smaller footprint, obviously, and this is primarily chock full of my machinist tools and accessories and things of that nature. So I'm going to give you a rundown on this and kind of show you what's going on, but I would not hesitate in the least to buy one of these, even as a professional. The only flaw I can find in the cabinet that I am disappointed with is the wheels, the casters. They're not rubber, they're an extremely hard plastic of some sort, so it's not real friendly to move around, but you know, it's pretty much stationary anyway, and here where I'm at. Now if you're in an auto shop or, you know, doing something of that nature, I'd still advise getting the cabinet, but you might want to try to source out some better casters for it if you're moving around, especially if you've got tons of weight in it, and like I do, you know, that we're actually going to kind of look at. The top does have strong arms on it, so it will raise itself up like so. I'm going to try to give you a view. I don't have too much in the top. They're just kind of things that, you know, I have laying around, but just to kind of give you an idea on the drawers, you know, they are all roller bearing drawers. They operate really smooth. The gauge of the steel seems to be quite nice, you know, not quite like a Snap-on or a Mac, but you know, we're talking thousands versus hundreds. I don't really understand how they can sell this unit for what they do, being as this is really what I consider to be one of Harbor Freight's crown jewels, as far as finds. Now this, when I purchased it, it comes in two separate boxes. All of the drawer liner material was already installed. The only thing I had to do with it was put the casters on, which was not a big hassle. You know, 16 bolts, there you go. And also the pull handle, which it has provisions to put it on either side. This drawer, you can see it's fairly naked. In the bottom cabinet especially, it's got three drawers that are really thin. They're not very tall, so you have to be really selective on what you put in these. Now, primarily, you know, in these three, you might have your wrenches, your sockets, all of your ratchets or things of that nature in there, so they would fit properly. Now, like I said, you know, I'm using this as a machinist toolbox. There's a tap and die set there that pretty much eats up the whole drawer. That's a standard set, and then a metric set below that. Unfortunately, you have to spend tons of cash to get both standard and metric. But anyway, if you're using the automotive stuff, especially, which is primarily what I think these would be geared for, they're perfect. I mean, absolutely nice. Now, as we get into these bottom two drawers, you know, I have all kinds of lathe attachments, chucks, milling attachments, rests, a couple, well, these are milling vices for three different styles of lathes. You know, this is primarily cast iron that's in here, coupled with a whole bunch of steel. And I would guess I probably have about 100 to 150 pounds worth of stuff in this bottom drawer, and it does not even care. And again, you know, moving into the last drawer, another whole bunch of cast iron, steel, bunch of chucks, some arbors for a milling machine, you know, all kinds of stuff. I probably got, you know, another 100, 150 pounds, or maybe even 2 in this one. And it doesn't care. Like I said, the only thing I'm a little bit disappointed in, but I can't even really balk at it for the price of the casters. I did notice, I was actually at Harbor Freight earlier today, and they had the cart style, like I was talking about, with the worktop. You know, it's modular. You can buy other things for it. And they had changed the wheels on them, and they had like a red rubber wheel of some fashion, maybe some type of a urethane, but the only thing I'm disappointed with are the wheels. But like I said, I don't move it around that much. And if you can catch one of these puppies on sale, you cannot use the 20% coupon with it. It does specifically exclude tool chests. But pick one of these up. I seriously doubt you would be disappointed with it. Especially when you pull it into a shop and the guy next to you spend, you know, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on his cab, and when he looks at this, he's going to be disappointed that he's paying that payment every month for it. So check these out. I really like this one. Have a good one. See you later.